Hey, everybody. You know what? Rob made the most delicious pork chili verde yesterday, and I did not have flour tortillas. So today we're going to make flour tortillas. Hopefully they turn out. We shall see. Okay, first things first. I'm going to be mixing and kneading everything in my KitchenAid mixer. You can do it by hand or use a different mixer if you choose. But I want to do it this way. And you pour in the dry ingredients. So for me, it's the flour. Oh, I hope I can do this. I got most of it. Aha, got it. And that's 3 cups of flour. Then I need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So let's see what I got here. Aha. You know what? I'm going to have to break down one of these days and get a tripod. Okay, that's 1. Two, I lost a little bit. Okay, that's 2. And I am going to mix these up. So, I'm going to bring this up here, like so. And slowly mix it all up. Now, while I'm doing that, I am going to turn on my water and heat this up. It's still a little bit warm, but I want to get it as hot as I can. And while I'm doing that, because I'm going to need 8 ounces of water, but I also need 1 teaspoon of salt. So here's my Himalayan pink Himalayan salt. You can use sea salt, any kind of salt, any kind of flour, whatever works for you. Okay? Now, I think that's mixed up enough. I'll bring it back that way. And I'm putting the salt in here because I'm going to add my hot water to my 8 ounces of the salt to the 8 ounces of water. Yeah, 8 ounces of water is right there, 1 cup. So 3 cups of flour, 1 cup of hot water, as hot as you can handle. You'll need 1 teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to dissolve my salt because it's the pink Himalayan salt. It's not a very fine salt, into the water to help dissolve it a little bit. And 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And right here is 1/3 cup of real butter. You can use lard. Honestly, if I'd had enough bacon fat or chicken fat, I probably would have used that instead of butter. So, either way, it tastes great. Okay, so now I'm going to bring it back down. And mix it up. And we'll put it on for another go again. See if it all starts to come together for me. Okay. And I'm going to stir up my water, which is still very hot. And yes, if I can use a spatula that I mix my flour with, I'm very okay with it. Why dirty another dish if you don't need to? Now I'm going to pour my water. And we'll see how it goes. I'm still learning how to use my KitchenAid, but I really do like it. Okay, here's the dough. Looks like it's gonna start coming together. I'll bring you back. It's stretchy. And sticky. But it has a great, I think, texture. So we'll see. I sure hope I don't have to do a whole lot of kneading. I'm not real good at doing a lot of kneading. So, but I will do what needs to be done so we can have homemade tortillas. This is supposed to be the kneading hook, and I'm going to let it knead for about 5-10 minutes because that's what hand kneading calls for in the recipe. Supposedly, when you're hand kneading or when you knead flour, whether by hand or by machine, it actually helps to make the gluten work better, so that it's softer and it won't, when you roll it out, it won't roll back as quickly. But for tortillas, like we're making, what that's gonna do for us is it's gonna allow me to get the bubbles in the tortillas that I like. Theoretically. We'll see. I've only made tortillas a couple of times. And they were good both times, but they were a little thicker than what I like. But they had great flavor. Now, it looks like the dough is about ready. I lowered the bowl, and here is the dough for the tortillas. So I think I can take off the hook. Feels pretty good, actually. Aha, I was able to do it one-handed. See? Shapes up well, too. Okay. Now, I wish I had one of those bread scoopy things, dough scoopers. I haven't got one of those. They kind of remind me of a credit card, only heavier and bigger. But there we go. Got it here on the counter. I'm gonna get some flour next and maybe do a little bit of hand kneading with it. Okay. Okay, here you can see my dough is not at all sticky, even really on the inside. Okay, it's very pliable, which is exactly what you want. And I pinched off a piece of dough. Really, basically what you want is about the size of a golf ball. Okay, that's good. And I'm not going to be able to do this all by hand, but got the idea here. And I'll roll these up. When you add too much flour, it makes for a hard dough. So if your dough is too wet and too sticky, try adding maybe a teaspoon of flour at a time and work it in and see what happens. You don't have to worry about over kneading. It only helps to make your tortilla better. And let's see, over kneading helps again to give the bubbles. That's why you could knead for 15 minutes and that would be a good thing. Okay, so here I got my dough. I'm going to be right back because I've got a bunch of little balls to make up. I want at least 12. My dough has been divided and rolled into 15 or 16 balls. And it doesn't really matter to me what size our balls are, our dough balls are, because it's only Rob and I. And if I need 2 tortillas to make a burrito with, I can do that. So anyway, this is all rolled up, and now I need to let it rest. And to do that, I have a damp paper towel I'm going to use to cover the dough with. And that'll keep them from getting hard and crusty. And then I'm going to use my turmeric splattered cloth here. Actually, it was a bag, but I did rice and had a disaster with turmeric water. So anyway, that's besides the point. But this is covered, and I'm going to let it rest for about half an hour. Okay, back again, and I'm taking my damp towel off here, and we will get one of the dough balls. And what I'm going to do is just press it down a bit. And if I need a little bit on my press, I've not done this one before, but we got this for making corn tortillas, and I wanted to see if it possibly could work for the flour tortillas as well. So it doesn't mash them as thin, again, as thin as I would like. But, and it doesn't make for a very large tortilla, but I think I'm going to like it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, here I would just use like a plastic bag or a Ziploc or whatever, some kind of plastic here so nothing sticks. Bring that over the top. Take my tortilla press down bring the handle back and mash it. Then what I'm going to do, there you go, see? Then what I'm going to do is maybe turn it the other way. Let's do it again. And here, you can lift up the plastic. And here's a tortilla. See? So, I don't know how I'm going to take this off. The plastic, one-handed. I think I found something I can't do one-handed. But I can get my helper. Okay, so we have the plastic. It's on the plastic. And I just peel it off the plastic and it doesn't stick, see? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it over the edge right here. And that helps to relax the tortilla dough so that when I go to cook it up, it's going to look great. And it's not going to shrink up and it'll hold its shape. So again, you take this dough and you can flatten it. And I set it in the center here. Fold the plastic piece down. Bring this down. And press. Then I can lift it and turn it. And I'm going to try it again. Not sure if that really helps any, but trying to get it as thin as I can. It looks like it might have gotten a little larger. Let's do one more shot here. We'll go this way. Okay, so now you open the plastic. You've got your tortilla. And I'm going to lay it here so it can rest. This is my induction burner, and I really like it, especially in the summer, because using the regular camp stove puts a lot of heat into our home. So this induction burner does not do that, and it actually uses a whole lot less energy solar-wise because everything heats up so quickly and so fast. So I decided today, because it is hot, I'm going to try to make my tortillas in this skillet on the induction burner, because the cast iron skillet is real heavy and it takes a lot longer to heat up, and that is more for the camp stove or stove top. But I think this will work well. So again, new discovery process here. So let's see. Right here it says it's 400 degrees. It went all the way back to warm here because I touched the wrong button. So I'm on grill, and if I take it all the way, it goes up to sear. So we're going to try this one and see how that goes. Now my tortillas have been resting, and this is the first one I did, and it's kind of already thick, okay? But I'm gonna try it. I'm not using any of the oil in the pan or anything. All I really want to do is just heat it up and brown it. So let's see if this works for real time. I'm really not sure. I've never done this before. A lot of firsts in this video. I probably should have practiced. That's okay. I'll bring you along for the success or the failure of my tortillas. Well, as you can see, I'm cooking tortillas. Rob has already eaten 2 of them. Of course, he had to test them out. So, I am heating this. I think next time I try to make tortillas, I am going to definitely roll them out, and I am going to use the cast iron skillet. I just don't think the energy here or here on the stove. Isn't this great? Look at this. I can actually touch it and it's not burning. And I can touch here. It's warm, but it's not hot. So, anyway, just kind of a neat thing with the induction burner. But one of the things I'm really not that thrilled with is they didn't puff up real well, and they should have. And I think part of that may be the cast iron skillet. So I may switch over and see what happens, and I'll be back with you. Now that's what I was talking about. Look at that great big beautiful bubble right there. There you go. Huh, now I know. Pretty awesome.
Okay.
Ready. Here's our homemade tortilla. Oh, it looked like there was 2 there, but that's the one that blew up so nice. But see how nice and soft and pliable that is? That's the way I like my tortillas. And looks like it turned out pretty good. Okay, Rob. This right here is Rob's green chili verde burrito. And well, this is the chili verde. This is going to be the chili verde burrito. And we'll put a little bit of cheese on that. It's already spicy from the green chilies. And you roll it up. Actually, I think Rob could use more cheese. Okay. So then, oh, that's a good one, huh? Oh, well. I think I better do another one.
One's good.
That'll, he can eat with a fork.